Next up, at UFC Vegas 72, we have Natan Levy taking on Pete Rodriguez.
Let me just right now. I'm not going to interrupt you the rest of while you do your thing.
You interrupt me to say you're not going to
say right now. Just don't undercut.
I'm not going to cut off any of your
now.
bullshit. I'm not going to cut off any of your bullshit.
All right. There you go.
Spoiler alert. Jacob and I are so far in opposite direction of this fight. It's out of control. We got Natan Levy, 8-1 overall, 4-2 in his last 5, riding a 2-fight win streak. He's taking on absolute bum, non-worth. No, I'm just kidding. He's taking on Pete Rodriguez.
Go ahead. No, say what you want to say. I want you to bring the same energy that you had in these text messages in the premium alerts. You better bring the same energy. I don't want you backing down now. Fucking pussy.
I was the one. Let me break this down. I was the normal one. You had the energy, so you're the one.
Oh, in the text. You want me to start reading the text? You want me to go through the text?
Where you relentlessly started attacking me for no reason? Let's do the breakdown.
Screaming at me, all caps, voice message. You want me to play the voice messages?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Do the breakdown.
Yeah, I'd love to see what you pull up for the Angry Bagel Man or something you're going to pull up. Anyway, Pete Rodriguez, 5-1 in his entire career, 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off his first win in the UFC. This is striker versus grappler. That's what this fight is. We have Natan Levy, who I love. He's selling shirts that say Jiu-Jitsu, and Jew is J-E-W. I love that. That's actually pretty funny. Anyway, Natan Levy, non-stop grappler. He's averaging a ridiculous over 5 takedowns per fight. He's got slick takedowns, slick BJJ. He continues coming forward no matter how tired he is, no matter how beat up he is. What are you doing? You said you weren't going to interrupt, and you're just playing loud.
You said I would play the voice message.
All right, fuck off. His striking is just okay, and unfortunately, his striking is never enough to get him through a fight, but it doesn't need to be because he's got such good grappling to get him through this. He's riding a 2-fight win streak with a combined 15 takedowns in those 2 fights, but he does give up rounds. He managed to give up a round in each one of those fights. He's taking on Pete Rodriguez. Pete Rodriguez is a brawler. This dude, tough. Hits hard, but he's a brawler. He throws bombs. He comes forward no matter what. He only has 6 professional fights. He managed to get a win in the UFC, and congratulations to him, right? He took a short notice UFC debut fight against a very tough Jack Della Maddalena. That was nice. Then they gave him a gift in his last fight, so he got that win. I know people personally that are 10 times more skilled, have spent their entire career dominating on the regional scene to get to the UFC and get really tough breaks. Pete Rodriguez has gotten a solid break. And that's about to end here because Natan Levy, there's levels to this in my opinion. Natan Levy's going to come forward, get the takedowns, and there's the skill gap on the ground is so ridiculously wide that I think Natan Levy's going to do whatever he wants to do. He should be light years ahead of Pete everywhere except just raw power. Pete does have big one-punch power. This is MMA, and anything can happen, but Natan Levy's going to get these takedowns and going to just sort of show, hey, you're not really ready to be here just yet. Not to mention, Pete's first fight at lightweight. Might be a gift. Might be a curse. We'll see what he looks like. Jakey boy, why don't you tell me why Pete Rodriguez is the greatest fighter of all time?
You undercut me there. See, that's what we were trying to avoid. But listen, if Natan Levy is shooting takedowns off the start, he probably is going to win this fight, right? Because eventually he's going to get a takedown. He's going to get control. He's going to win this fight.
I'm the one who needs to bring the energy. Okay. All I've heard from you.
I didn't interrupt you. And I made sure I did not interrupt you because I knew that you're going to try and interrupt me, which is, I didn't say a fucking word.
Here,
I didn't say a fucking word. No, are you going to let me continue my breakdown?
Go ahead. I'm going to find the text messages. Go ahead.
Okay. The issue is, Angelo, hey, eyes up here.
The
issue is Natan Levy doesn't wrestle until he is tired. He will strike the entire time. And if you listen to interviews this week, he has talked about the striking, nothing about the wrestling. He says, Pete Rodriguez is going to be in my face. He's going to be striking with me. I can't back up. I got to bite down and I got to get some respect. He is going to strike with this guy. The issue is his boxing absolutely sucks. His defensive boxing is solid, but he hates when people are in his face. He hates when he is pressured. When he backs up, as he mentioned, he just keeps backing up. He does not give that respect. He does not try to counter box. There is no counter box striking coming back at Pete Rodriguez. Now, Natan Levy, who thinks he's a kickboxer, I agree, he's a very good grappler, but he thinks he's a kickboxer. He throws a lot of kicks, and his most effective kicks from his southpaw position are against a conventional fighter. It's the low kicks, it's the body kicks, it's the head kicks. They are very snappy. They are very effective against a conventional fighter. Pete Rodriguez is a southpaw. This is going to take away most of his offensive weapons in the striking. Pete Rodriguez can get in his face. He hates the pressure. When somebody is in his face, he can get outboxed. And Pete Rodriguez, you do not give him the respect that he deserves in his striking abilities. And the guy started off as a grappler. So
who cares? Oh, I don't give him respect for his striking.
And he started off as a grappler.
He was hitting the face.
He's been doing jiu-jitsu his entire life. He started off as a. I mean, look how I didn't interrupt because I'm very sure about me. Angelo's got to try and defend his point.
You guys started playing music.
I was sitting here. Nice, cool, calm, and collected, but Angelo can't stand that I'm making good points, so he's trying to counter every... Angelo didn't make any good points, so I didn't have to counter. There was no good points, but I'm making such good points that Angelo's freaking out because he's got a big, big parlay on this dude, and it's about to get upset because Pete Rodriguez is going to get in this dude's face. He hates being pressured. He can get outboxed. Watch that last fight. I posted a video on my Twitter of him just getting absolutely pieced up. His kicks get telegraphed. He gets hit on almost every single kick that he throws. He gets outboxed. Somebody can get in his face. Pete Rodriguez has power. He looks great. He looks dedicated, down to 155. He was undersized at 170. He actually was touching up JDM a little bit, got beat up by the jab. Natan Levy is an awful, awful boxer. He thinks he's a striker. He's not going to grapple until it's too late. Pete Rodriguez is going to come in and knock this fool out.
Jacob, I hope if he's not your lock of the week, then you're just a blowhard that says stupid shit for likes on Twitter. It's literally that simple.
There's a lot of live dogs, so
it's literally no. It's literally that simple. It's that simple. If he is not your lock of the week, you're a blowhard. Because
and what all you keep talking about is going to blow me then?
If he's your lock,
oh my god, I'm so impressed. You did it, babe.
If he's your lock of the week, then at least you put your money where your stupid ass red mouth is. Because Pete Rodriguez going on and on about his striking. His striking's so good. Natan Levy striking sucks. Let's say those are absolute facts. You just ignore the grappling? You literally think that...
Did you watch the last Natan Levy fight? He didn't even shoot a takedown until like 2 minutes left in the second round. That's going to be way too late.
He didn't. He wasn't fighting a super dangerous striker. Now
what do you mean? Gennaro is. That's exactly what he is.
And how did it work out? You fucking
he was put on skates a few times and he was getting lit up.
Loser.
Literally, if you watch that first round of the fight, he's landing. All he's doing is landing kicks on a conventional fighter. That's where he did all his damage. Left body kicks, left head kicks. He was eating him up. This is a southpaw. Those are gone. You cannot use those. Now he is going to try and box with this guy. He said in his interviews, I have to get respect. I got to bite down. I can't let this guy keep pressuring me. He's going to bite down, catch the hands of Pete Rodriguez, and get put the fuck out.
You should be a coach. What technical analysis? He's a southpaw. Let's see the hands, Jacob. Let's see the hands. Throw them real quick. Fucking
I don't understand why you're getting so mad. I mean, you tell me that's not true.
Because this has been
his left kick against a conventional fighter.
This has been the
You're telling me that's not true. That his left kick is now obsolete versus a southpaw.
I'm saying
none
of it
matters. Kick him in the back?
See, okay. I'm done. I can't talk. And then I say one word, you do all the theatrics. Jacob has been texting me nonstop since Sunday. Pete Rodriguez stuff. Tweeting Pete Rodriguez stuff.
Dead game, baby.
If he is not your lock of the week, you are a blowhard looking for attention.
What are you going to do to my dick when he is?
It's that simple. It's that simple. It's just that simple.
This is the biggest heads-up fight we've ever had. Would you say the stakes are very high?
If he's your lock of the week.
And they could get even higher.
If he's your lock of the week.
Well, I mean, I'm already against one of your biggest favorites on the card.
If he is your lock of the week, then good for you. If he's not your lock of the week, then you just want to argue and you're just being annoying. You're the equivalent of an internet troll, except you somehow got a platform.
And I'm damn good looking.
Are you?
I am.
Are you?
Yeah. Let's let them choose. Let's put a poll up. You can put a poll up.
Let's let the 18 to 35-year-old men in our live chat choose. Anyway, listen, I hear you. Pete Rodriguez could absolutely knock out Natan Levy. He's got power. Oh. I'm not going to argue that. Who would argue that? Who would argue that?
You call him a regional bum.
He is. Doesn't mean he doesn't have power. There's plenty of bums on the regional scene that have insane power.
He's at MMA Lab too, so he's getting a lot of looks. There's a lot of good people at MMA Lab.
Congratulations. I hope he's working on that takedown defense. I hope he's working on that takedown defense.
He's not going to shoot a takedown. He's not going to get an opportunity to shoot a takedown. The worst thing that Levy, he needs space for his kicking. He needs space for his takedowns. Pete's going to be in his face. He's not going to be able to shoot those takedowns. He's not a wrestler. He's a grappler.
Then you need to make him your lock of the week plus 215. That'll be the biggest lock of the week you've ever had. It'd be ridiculous not to at this point.
Ludwig Klein was plus 375.
Okay, congrats. Your second biggest
No, I've had
lock
plenty
of
of
the week.
275s, 250s. He's not even close. And he's down to plus 190 now, so
All
it's not
right.
even
Well,
close.
very simple.
Tune in Wednesday to find out.
I put my money where my mouth is. I have him in a parlay.
Just under $500 on this. By the way, premium. If you want to come to premium member, I have just under $500 on this fight alone.
On this fight, not on Pete. On this fight,
I have over almost 150 on Pete, and I'll add more. I didn't want to bet him at
good for you.
the start.
Good for you.
I didn't want to bet him at the start because I thought the odds were going to get wider, honestly. I really thought that people were going to be like, oh, yeah, Natan Levy's going to come in and smoke this dude because it looked like they were trending to get even wider. But I was like, let me get something right now, and now they're closing. So I'm glad I got it when I got it.
Listen, this is a straight up. I'm very confident in Natan. You're very confident.
I have it pretty hedged. I have it hedged pretty well, too. I get it. I get it. I picked Pete Rodriguez versus Jack Della Maddalena. I mean, I literally thought he was going to come in and have the boxing, and he landed some decent shots. I mean, there was just that jab. But so I get it. If, like I said, if he gets taken down and submitted, I'm not going to be surprised. I just don't think Natan Levy's going to be able to shoot those takedowns, and Pete's going to be all in his face, and that dude gets hit. Watch that last fight. He gets hit. And he takes it. Not against my dude dead game, though.
Anyway, well, listen, we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be a nervous wreck because I don't throw just picks out there willy-nilly. And I actually, full disclosure, I have 2 safety parlays this week because Jacob has made such a scene, and I knew people were going to be like, well, but Artem was messaging me. I like Natan, a different accent. I like Natan, but now Jacob has me worried. So now I have 2 different, completely separate. No, I didn't panic.
It took about 6 hours for you to panic and put out another safety parlay.
It wasn't pit. No, the other one's still up, and I'm still very confident in Natan, and I'm standing by it.
You were so confident that you put a different one up.
I knew what would happen. You would make this scene, and people would get all weird and squirrely. So now, if Natan Levy wins, and people didn't tail that safety parlay because of you, you owe everybody money.
What?
That's how that works.
Okay.
If you want to see both safety parlays, also while we were doing this, Tiffany texted me because women can't mind their own damn business. She guys are awful.
Jacob's making some good points.
She goes, you guys are awful.
She said, I think Pete wins too after all that.
Literally, you guys are awful. Why are you fighting?
Oh, she's in chat now too. Oh God, it's not a good place for her.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This is not a good place for you,
Tim.
This is not a good place.
You're not going to like this. You're not going to like anything that happens after this.
Yeah, no, definitely not. These are not the most civilized human beings, Tiffany. I would get out of this chat as soon as possible. Anyway, if you want to see both of my safety parlays, go to WeWantPicks.com, sign up, become a premium member. It's only $10. If you want to see all of the ridiculous, uneducated bets that Jacob has on this fight, WeWantPicks.com, become a premium member.
Why would you say that? We're trying to push a premium service, and you're trying to just trash me like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I have him hedged in a way that it's like, I mean, I played it really well. I have really good wager on Pete, but I have it hedged to protect myself.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so, I mean, to disparage your coworker like that is very odd.
Is it?
Indubitably.